Well. Hello, YT subscribers. Sportscaster 89 here with you. We're chopping it up today. Let's hop aboard the Wednesday Sports Report Express. We're going to cover the MLB today. We're going to cover Major League. We're going to cover National Hockey League. We're also going to cover the NBA. You're hopping aboard the Wednesday Sports Report Express with yours truly, Sportscaster 89, chopping it up with you all today. So before we get started with the Wednesday Sports Report Express, as you know, please like and subscribe to my channel at Sportscaster89. Once again, please like and subscribe to my channel, Sportscaster89. Click the notification bell on the right hand side. You get all my live videos when I do my Sports Report Express and my commentating as well. You'll also see my videos I did during the quarantine with my workouts. So please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sportscaster89. Once again, at Sportscaster89. You're hopping aboard the Sports Report Express on this hump day. Like we all say around here, it's hump day. So welcome to the hump day edition of the Sports Report Express. You're hopping aboard. We're covering Major League Baseball today. We're covering the National Hockey League, and we're covering the NBA today. And don't forget, you guys, tonight on ESPN is a huge NBA Wednesday double dip. I say that again. Tonight is a huge Wednesday double dip in the NBA on ESPN. A battle for first place is on the line in the East between the Sixers and the Nets. You also got a huge matchup in the Western Conference between the Mavs and the Grizzlies from Memphis. Those are the two games that are going on tonight. We will get to the Sports Report Express menu after we do the highlights of Major League Baseball, NHL, and the NBA. So without further ado, y'all, let's hop aboard the Sports Report Express. Let's start at TD Park in Dunedin, Florida last night as the Blue Jays took on the Yankees. The Blue Jays get the win by 4 runs by a final score of Blue Jays 7, Yankees 3. Hyun-Jin Ryu gets the win for the Blue Jays. He's 1-1 on the year. Jameson Taillon gets a loss for the Yankees. He's 0-1. His ERA is 7.56. Blue Jays get the win last night to even up that 3-game series. Their series finale will be this afternoon. We'll document all the games that are going on today across the major league landscape today in baseball, NBA, and the NHL. So Blue Jays win last night 7-3 over the Yankees. Hyun-Jin Ryu gets the win. Taillon gets a loss for the Yankees. Next, we had the Target Field in Minneapolis as the Red Sox have won 7 in a row after losing their first 3 games to the Baltimore Orioles at home in Boston at Fenway Park. They've racked up 7 wins in a row, defeating the Twins yesterday afternoon by a final score of 4-2 in favor of Boston. Adam Ottavino gets the win for Boston. Dubnak gets a loss for Minnesota. And Barnes gets a save for Boston, his first of the 2021 campaign. Once again, Red Sox 4, Minnesota 2. Next, we head to the Valley of the Sun in Arizona. You had an afternoon matinee between the Oakland A's and the Arizona D-backs. The Oakland A's get the win over the D-backs yesterday by a final score of A's 7, D-backs 5. The win goes to Yusmeiro Petit for Oakland. He is 3-0. The loss goes to Anthony Swarzak for the Arizona Diamondbacks. He's 0-1. The save went to Trevino for Oakland, his first of the season. Next, we had the Camden Yards as you had a doubleheader between the Mariners and Orioles. Seattle gets the first game of the doubleheader in 8 innings. Final score, Seattle 4, Baltimore 3. Montero gets the win for Seattle. The loss goes to Scott for Baltimore. And Kendall Graveman gets his first save for the Seattle Mariners. Mariners get game 1 of the doubleheader yesterday in Baltimore. Final score, Seattle 4, Baltimore 3. Next, game 2 of this doubleheader between the Orioles and Mariners. Orioles get the win in the second game of the doubleheader. They split it. Orioles 7, Mariners 6. The win goes to Valdez. The loss goes to Sadler of the Seattle Mariners. So the Orioles and Mariners split the doubleheader yesterday. Seattle winning game 1 Baltimore winning game 2. Like I said, we'll do these scores again for you all. Maybe tomorrow we'll do the scores for you all again from yesterday, and we'll document these as well. So you had game 1 of a doubleheader between the Mets and Phillies from Citi Field yesterday. Mets win in 8. Final score, Mets 4, Phillies 3. May gets the win for the Mets, and the loss goes to Hector Neris of the Phillies. Game 2 of the doubleheader, the Mets sweep the doubleheader yesterday. Last night, game 2 of the doubleheader, Mets shut out the Phillies in 7-4-0. Marcus Stroman gets the win for New York. Aaron Nola gets a loss for Philly. Mets sweep the doubleheader of the Phillies yesterday. Next, we had the PNC Park in Pittsburgh as you had the Padres taking on the Pirates. The Pirates get the win over San Diego by a final score of Pirates 8, Padres 4. Stratton gets the win for Pittsburgh, and Chris Mack gets a loss for San Diego. So the Pirates beat the Padres by 4 runs. Final score, once again, Pirates 8, Padres 4. Next, we had the Tropicana Field in St. Pete, where you had the Rays and Rangers going at in the second game of their 4-game series. The Rangers take this one by a final score of 8-3. Gibson gets the win for Texas. Ryan Yarbrough suffers the defeat for Tampa Bay. Next, we had the Truist Park in Atlanta as you had the Marlins and Braves going at in the second game of their 4-game series. The Marlins get the win over Atlanta last night by a final score of Marlins 14, Braves 8. John Curtis gets the win for Miami. Max Fried suffers the defeat for Atlanta. Miami wins over Atlanta yesterday. They've won the first 2 games of this 4-game set between these NL East Division rivals. Final score once again, Marlins 14, Braves 8. Next, we had the Miller Park in Milwaukee. The Cubs win over Milwaukee by a run. Final score, Cubs 3, Brewers 2. The win goes to Strop. The loss goes to Suter. The save goes to Craig Kimbrell. Once again, Cubs defeat the Brewers last night at Miller Park in game 2 of their 3-game series last night. Cubs win by a run 3-2. Next, we head to St. Louis at Busch Stadium as you had the Cardinals taking on the Nationals. The Cardinals blow out the Nationals by 11 runs. Final score, Cardinals 14, Nationals 3. Jack Flaherty gets the win for St. Louis. The loss goes to Steven Strasburg of the Washington Nationals. Once again, Cardinals defeat the Nationals 14-3. Next, we had the Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City as the Royals took on Angels in the second game of a 3-game series. The Royals get the victory by a run over the Halos. Final score, Royals 3, Halos 2. Matt Duffy gets the win for Kansas City. The loss goes to Dylan Bundy. Craig Holland gets his first save of the season for the Kansas City Royals. Next, we had the Guarantee Ray Field in Chicago on the south side. You had a matchup between Shane Bieber and Lucas Giolito. It did not disappoint last night. Both starting pitchers were phenomenal for both squads. The Indians come out on top in extras in 10. Final score, Indians 2, White Sox nothing. The win goes to Shane Bieber. The loss goes to Crochet, and Karen Chat gets a save for Cleveland as the Indians get the win in extras. Final score once again, Indians 2, White Sox nothing. Tigers took on the Astros last night in game 2 of their 3-game series from Minute Maid Park in Houston. The Tigers get the win in this one by 6 runs. Final score, Tigers 8, Astros 2. Matthew Boyd gets the win for Detroit. Jay Odorizzi gets a loss for Houston. Once again, the Tigers defeat the Astros by 6 last night at Minute Maid Park. Final score once again, Tigers 8, Astros 2. You had San Francisco taking on the Cincinnati Reds last night from Oracle Park in San Francisco. The Giants get the victory by a run over Cincinnati. Final score, Giants 7, Reds 6. Peralta gets the win for San Fran. Perez suffers a loss for Cincinnati, and McGee gets the save for San Francisco. Once again, the Giants defeat the Reds by a run at Oracle Park last night in San Fran. Final score, Giants 7, Reds 6. And the Dodgers and Rockies went at last night at Chavez Ravine in Los Angeles. The Dodgers get the shutout win over Colorado 7-0. Trevor Bauer gets the win, And Sanzella gets a loss for Colorado. Once again, the Dodgers shut out the Colorado Rockies last night at home in the first of a 3-game series from Chavez Ravine. Dodgers 7, Rockies nothing. And now, let's go to today's action across the Major League Baseball landscape on the Sports Report Express. The Yankees will take on the Blue Jays at 1:07 this afternoon from TD Park in Dunedin. Your pitching matchup tonight, this afternoon, will be Corey Kluber for New York against Ross Stripling of the Toronto Blue Jays. You also have the Cardinals and Nationals wrapping up their series from Busch Stadium this afternoon. First pitch is 1:15 this afternoon. It'll be Joe Ross for Washington, Adam Wainwright for St. Louis. You also have the Cubs and Brewers this afternoon from Miller Park in Milwaukee. It'll be Burns for Milwaukee against Jake Arrieta for Chicago. First pitch is 1:40 this afternoon. Cubs and Brewers wrapping up their series this afternoon from Miller Park. Also this afternoon, you have the Angels wrapping up their series against Kansas City. It'll be Canning for Anaheim against Keller for Kansas City. First pitch is 2:10 Eastern Time this afternoon. Also this afternoon, the Red Sox will wrap up their series against the Minnesota Twins in Minneapolis. First pitch is 2:10 this afternoon. It'll be Nathan Eovaldi against Kenta Maeda for Minnesota. It's a doubleheader. It's a 7-inning doubleheader today. Game 2, you have Jose Barrios from Minnesota against Rodriguez from Boston. Once again, it's a doubleheader today between the Red Sox and Twins. Game 1 will be Nathan Eovaldi against Kenta Maeda. Game 2 will be Rodriguez against Jose Barrios for Minnesota. Now, let's head to Oracle Park as this afternoon you have the Giants taking on the Reds to wrap up their 3-game series out west. It'll be Maile for Cincinnati against Johnny Cueto. He'll pitch against his former ball club. So it'll be Cincinnati and San Francisco wrapping up their 3-game series this afternoon at 3:45 Eastern Time. Once again, Maile will be on the mound for Cincinnati against Johnny Cueto of the San Francisco Giants. Next, San Diego will wrap up their series today against the Pittsburgh Pirates from PNC Park. 6:35 first pitch. It'll be Joe Musgrove on the mound for San Diego against Anderson of the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch in that game, 6:35 Eastern Time. Next, we go to Baltimore, Camden Yards. Tonight, it'll be the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles at 7:05 from Camden Yards. It'll be Matt Harvey on the mound for the Baltimore Orioles. He'll be opposed by Justin Dunn of the Seattle Mariners. First pitch in that game, 7:05. Mariners and Orioles from Camden Yards this evening in Baltimore. Next, we go to Houston, Texas, as the Detroit Tigers take on the Houston Astros at Minute Maid Park tonight at 7:10. It'll be Michael Fulmer for Detroit against Lance McCullers of the Houston Astros. First pitch from Minute Maid Park in Houston, Texas is slated for 7:10 Eastern Time tonight. Also tonight from Citi Field, it'll be the Phillies taking on the Mets. It'll be Drew Peterson for the New York Mets on the mound against Zach Wheeler of the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch is 7:10 from Citi Field in Flushing, New York. The Phillies will take on the Mets. Tonight at 7:10 Eastern Time, it's Game 3 of a 4-game set between the Rangers and the Rays. On the mound will be Fleming for Tampa Bay. And on the mound for Texas, it'll be Arihara for the Rangers. 7:10 first pitch, Rangers and Rays from Tropicana Field in St. Pete. Miami will take on Atlanta in Game 3 of their 4-game set tonight at Truist Park, 7:20 Eastern Time. It'll be Nick Neidert for Miami. He'll be opposed by Charlie Morton of the Atlanta Braves. 7:20 first pitch from Truist Park. Miami takes on Atlanta. Next, we wrap up the slate in the MLB on the Sports Report Express as the Indians will take on the White Sox from Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago on the south side. It'll be Zach Plesac for the Cleveland Indians against Rondon for the Chicago White Sox. First pitch, 8:10 Eastern Time. Indians and White Sox going at it in an AL Central showdown Once again, your matchup will be Plesac on the mound for Cleveland against Rondon of the White Sox. Once again, to wrap up the slate on the Sports Report Express in the MLB, the Rockies will continue their series at Chavez Ravine against a world defending champion Dodgers. It'll be Dustin May for LA. He'll be opposed by John Gray of Colorado. Once again, Dodgers and Rockies 10-10 tonight from Chavez Ravine in LA. Dustin May against John Gray of Colorado. Now, let us get to the NBA and the NHL, and we'll wrap it up for today. Let's start in hockey, guys. All right, guys, let's go through the scores one by one quickly, and then we will tell you what's going on tonight in the National Hockey League, and then we'll shift gears to the NBA, and that'll be the Sports Report Express for this Wednesday, and then we will tell you all the highlights tomorrow on the Thursday Sports Report Express right here, same time, same place on my channel. I'm, Sportscaster 89, chopping it out with you all today. It's the Wednesday edition of the Sports Report Express. You're aborted still. We're talking about the National Hockey League on this Hump Day edition of the Sports Report Express. All right, guys, let's get to hockey last night. The Rangers shut out the Devils by a final score of 3-0. The Predators defeat the Lightning at home. Final score, Predators 7, Lightning 2. The Florida Panthers defeat the Dallas Stars in overtime. Final score, Panthers 3, Dallas Stars 2. The Bruins defeat the Sabres in a shootout 3-2. The Flyers lose by 5 goals on the road at Capital One Arena in D.C. to the Capitals. Final score, Capitals 6, Flyers 1. And finally, the Flames defeat the Maple Leafs in overtime. Final score, Flames 3, Maple Leafs 2. Tonight we have the slate in hockey. We have an afternoon game for you all this afternoon. The Coyotes will take on the Wild from XL Center in St. Paul at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. The Calgary Flames will take on the Montreal Canadiens. The Winnipeg Jets will take on the Ottawa Senators. The Anaheim Ducks will take on the San Jose Sharks out west. The Colorado Avalanche will take on the St. Louis Blues. It's Wednesday night hockey on NBCSN. It's a doubleheader in the Western Conference. It'll start at 7:30. Colorado takes on St. Louis from Scott Trade Center in St. Louis. And finally, to wrap up the slate in hockey on NBCSN Wednesday night hockey, it'll be the Vegas Golden Knights continuing their clash with the LA Kings in downtown Los Angeles at the Staples Center, guys. So that is it for your report. Let's go to the NBA real fast, and then we will wrap it up for the day. And I'll tell you all tomorrow on the Sports Report Express. You're going to come back. You're going to hear the highlights of all the action we saw from the MLB, the NHL, and the NBA. And we'll give you the Sports Report Express menu, letting you know what action you're going to see in these 3 sports leagues tomorrow night. So before we finish this, we're going to do the NBA, and we'll tell you all what you're going to see tonight in the National Basketball Association. All right, guys, let's go to last night's action. The Brooklyn Nets blow out the Minnesota Timberwolves 127-97. Once again, the Nets blow out the Minnesota Timberwolves by a final score of 127-97. The Clippers defeat the Pacers in Indianapolis. Final score, Pacers lose this one 126-115. The Hawks defeat the Toronto Raptors in Emily Arena in Tampa by 5, 108-103. The Lakers defeat the Hornets by 8. Final score, Lakers 101, Hornets 93. The Jazz bounce back after losing the previous night to the Washington Wizards. They win by 10 over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dort had 42 points for OKC last night, but it was not enough as the Jazz beat the OKC Thunder at home by 10, 106-96. The Heat lost on the road in Phoenix on their West Coast trip. They'll play tonight against the Nuggets at 10. We will get you all the action. The Heat lost this one by a final score by 20, 106-86 last night. Miami is now 2 games over the 500 mark. And the wrap-up last night, the Celtics get a 1-point win in Portland over the Trailblazers, 116-115. Now, let's talk about tonight's action across the association, guys. We have an afternoon game today with the Timberwolves and the Bucks at 4:30. The Cavs will take on the Hornets from Charlotte. The Nets will take on the Sixers from Philly in Philadelphia at 7 on ESPN. It's a huge Wednesday night double dip on ESPN. This one is for first place in the East. The Nets take on the Sixers from Philly at 7 on ESPN. It's going to follow by the Mavericks and the Grizzlies. Like I said, we're going to document all of these when we go through it again. The Spurs will play the Raptors at Amalie Arena in Tampa at 7:30. The Clippers will play the Pistons from Little Caesars Arena in Detroit at 8. The Magic will take on the Bulls at 8 o'clock from the United Center in Chicago. The Pacers take on the Rockets from Toyota Center in Houston at 8. The Warriors will take on the Thunder from OKC at 9. I said it, folks. The Mavs take on the Grizzlies at 9:30, preceding the Nets and Sixers. It's a battle for first place in the East tonight. That's a big game you want to watch tonight on ESPN. Nets, Sixers at 7, followed by the Mavs and the Grizzlies from Memphis at 9:30 Eastern time. Once again, guys, the Nets and the Sixers are battling for first place in the East. It's a big game tonight for both these squads in the regular season. We're coming down the stretch, guys, in the regular season. These games are big. So tonight, catch the Nets and Sixers from Philly at 7, followed by the Mavs and the Grizzlies from FedEx Forum in Memphis at 9:30. The Heat will continue their road trip. They're playing a back-to-back tonight in Denver at Ball Arena in Denver. Tip-off is at 10, and the wrap-up tonight in the NBA on the Sports Report Express, the Wizards will take on the Sacramento Kings from Golden One Center in Sacramento, guys. That is your Sports Report Express on this Hump Day edition. Sportscaster 89 telling you all, please like and subscribe to my channel before I hop off. Like I said, that is your Wednesday Sports Report Express. I am Sportscaster 89, wishing you all a tremendous day on your Hump Day. Please come back tomorrow. We will have a wrap-up of all the action from the NBA, from the NHL, and Major League Baseball. So don't forget, you guys, tomorrow will be the Thursday edition of the Sports Report Express. I am Sportscaster 89, yours truly, topping it up with you all today. Please, 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 before you go today, please like and subscribe to my channel. I do my Sports Report Express daily. Please like and subscribe. I hope you all have a tremendous Wednesday. Do something special today. Have some fun. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. I am Sportscaster 89, chopping it up with you all. Thank you all for tuning into today's Sports Report Express. I inform you all what's going on the Sports Report Express. I entertain you all what's going on the Sports Report Express, and I educate you all what's going on the Sports Report Express. With that said, you all have a tremendous day. I am Sportscaster 39. I chopped it up with you all today on the Sports Report. Thank you for tuning in on my channel. Please like and subscribe, and if you're able, please donate. No matter how big or small donations are, I want to continue to do my Sports Report Express for you all on a daily basis. This is what I do. I do this online. I do this on my channel. So I'm posting it every day on my social media platforms. I post on Facebook. I also let you all know on my IG. Follow me on IG at Sportscaster89. You can follow my YouTube channel at Sportscaster89. Click the notification button on the right-hand side. Subscribe, where you get all my notification videos of when I do my Sports Report Express daily. I do this for you all so I can keep you all entertained, informed, educated on the Sports Report Express. You hopped along the Sports Report Express today on this Hump Day. You're going to hop aboard tomorrow, hop aboard on Friday, and that'll be it for the week. So I do this every day. I keep you informed, educated, entertained on what's going on in the sports world, on the Sports Report Express. Like I said, I am Sportscaster 89. I chopped it up with you all today. Thank you for tuning in. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Please don't forget to donate if you're able. I would like to continue to do all this for you all on a regular basis. So thank you for tuning in today. Come aboard the Sports Report Express tomorrow. Have a tremendous Wednesday, everybody. See you all tomorrow.